Hey! All right, looks like we went live. Hey, this is Lacey, your Las Vegas gal. We are live at Golden Fog Coffee, downtown Las Vegas. And I'm here with some of my gorgeous team, the Cerrone Group. Hi, guys.
Hello.
So let me introduce you to some of these fabulous people. I've got Teresa Leeds here. I've got Rachel Gaston, and then I have Steve Carter. So these guys make up a very small percentage of our beautiful large team, and we're here today to just kind of answer some questions for you and talk about the market, and honestly just talk about living in Vegas and anything you want to know. So as people start to come on for the live, we're now at, I think we got 5 people on live. We'll just continue to answer your questions. Feel free to drop your questions in the comments box, and we'll go from there. We do have some standard questions that a lot of people like to ask us, but I don't want to talk anymore. I want you to get to know this beautiful team. So let's talk about you guys, and let's let these guys get to know you a little bit better. We'll start with Teresa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes. Sorry, putting you on the spot here. Teresa, talk to me about, just explain Vegas for me, because you are so romantic about the city, just like I am, and you have a very big passion for it, and I get a kick out of you talking about our city. So
I think it's a big city that looks like a big city, but it's really more of a small town. It's shocking how many people you'll find that you will know and have run into over and over again. We call it a very small world. But I was born in New York, so I'm used to big cities, and Las Vegas seemed really big to me when I moved here. But once I lived here, I realized really a bunch of small communities that make up the bulk, I guess, of our neighborhood.
I would agree.
And that the city part is a pretty small part of our city.
See, she gets it. That's exactly it. Would you agree? I mean, you've been here your whole life, right?
Yeah, I mean, whatever, guys. City's overrated.
It is so not overrated.
It's awesome. It does have that small town vibe for sure.
Yeah. And then Rachel, you're the newest out of this group here. You're the newest to Vegas. Tell us what you thought it was going to be and what you now know.
Oh man. Well, I think when I originally came out here about like 8 years ago, which seems crazy, but I think I did have that mentality of it being like, okay, it's kind of just the strip. And then exploring the city over those 8 years, I realized, oh my gosh, there's so much more to do. And what drew me to Vegas was a lot of like the outdoor activities that I wasn't expecting, because I used to live basically on a lake on the weekends. So that was one of my major things, and you can do a lot of water activities out here, which I don't think a lot of people expect, and the hiking and the mountains. So I think when you really kind of get past the whole strip portion, there's so much more to the city than I think a lot of people think about. So
I mean, so it kind of sounds like you guys agree with everything I've said ever in the whole world in history about Las Vegas, which is that it's exactly that. This is a place where you can pretty much make any kind of life happen, except for beach life, because we don't have a beach here. Aside from
Except for Boulder Beach.
Boulder Beach, okay, we do it.
Boulder Beach.
Like these looks really big.
It does,
Beach
and it
is so
does have
relevant.
beach. It's relevant. Okay, let's look at some of the questions we're getting, and I'm going to be out of the frame most of the time because I'm looking at the questions, but these guys are better looking than me anyway, so we're good. Greetings from Laguna Niguel. Hello, Denise. Joe says, is it hard to find houses with pools right now?
Yes.
Yes. It's hard to find houses right now. Let's talk about the market. I think this is a good opportunity for us to do an update. Give me your take, guys. So I would love to hear, Teresa over here is telling us about her take on Vegas. We're all feeling that, but like Vegas is great. You can come here on vacation, but if you want to live here right now, what's your take on the market? How about you, Steve?
My take on the market is it's very competitive right now. That's probably the easiest way to put it. So if you're a buyer in the market, you will probably have to go through a couple different homes before you find the one that you're going to fall in love with, and you're most likely not going to be able to get a massive discount on it. But you'll get a killer interest rate, and if you have cash, that's definitely king. Will help you to negotiate the most lender.
So we are in a coffee shop, so if the audio is thin, so that's why. I don't want any comments about the audio. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. What about you, Rach? What's your thoughts?
I'm going to play up Steve a little bit here. Definitely, I've been in a couple of different scenarios where I'm seeing multiple offers on a lot of the different homes. Yeah. So, I mean, if you can wait a while, the new build way might not be the worst case scenario for you.
Or move-in ready. Like
move-in
builders do move-in ready.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, and that's why you have us, because we'll be able to check that inventory for you on a lot of those different new builds. So I think if that's a way to go for you,
we're blending the drink now. This is so fun. Go ahead. What were you saying? New homes are a good idea, right?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I'm having a lot of clients that are doing the new build just because they don't want to be in a multiple offer situation. But I mean, I think if you can come in with the closing costs, I think that's a That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
But we're giving good info, so lean in if you need to, we're good.
I'll try and be loud. I think that we are an ever expanding community. So something that you need to be very aware of when you're coming into the valley is that there's plenty of different places to look. I wouldn't focus in one particular area. I would use our expertise. Tell us about the kind of home you want, and then let us help you find the neighborhood that suits you. I think it's really important. We are trying really hard to connect to our clients, and we want to know exactly what you're looking for. So like I said, you can dip into our expertise, and instead of thinking about it in a two-dimensional way, give us the opportunity to help you find what you want. So if you want that home with a pool, my first question is your price point. My second question is your time frame. There's going to be a bunch of things that we would want to go through in order to get you ahead in a competitive market.
Yeah.
So I think really utilizing us as your agents is the way to go.
And she said it perfectly. It's, you know, it's not, yes, we want to know if you're familiar with Las Vegas, what areas you want to live in, but if you're not, let us help you understand the city. Don't just come to us saying, understand Summerlin, and that's it, because that really limits your ability to get what you need and what you might really want for your lifestyle. So lean on us. We promise we'll help you do the right thing. All right, I'm gonna go back to the questions over here, guys. Oh my goodness, these are good. They're coming in. Denise has asked, Dennis, not Denise. Do you need a bigger down payment for a second home? Really good question. We're not loan officers, but I just got this question answered for me yesterday. No, you do not. The answer is no, you do not. Second homes are looked at very similarly to first homes if you're using a conventional mortgage, is what I just learned yesterday. So I used to think you had to have 25% down. Our lending partner, Amber Coleman, her channel will be listed down below as well. She's actually really good about helping us look at the right program for you, just like we're looking at the right home. And she taught me that yesterday. She said that conventional loan, 10% down is the minimum on that. So pretty good. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, what's the next one? I jumped in on that one. I'm gonna let somebody else take this one. Noticing a huge spike in home purchases, 80 plus from a company out in San Francisco, then a few weeks later back on the market at a higher price. It's seeming disheartening. Are we seeing a lot of people do that where they're flipping, where they're buying right now and they're trying to flip? I'm not seeing that.
We haven't had that, not in my experience.
No.
It's not a flip market, only because we were, I think, caught flat-footed coming out of the pandemic, I should say pandemic, the quarantine.
Yes.
I think we were caught flat-footed, and that's where our inventory issues are. Everybody keeps asking us if we're going to be in a bubble situation. I don't believe so. This is my personal opinion, so take this with a grain of salt. I believe we're going to see more inventory start to flood the market.
Yep.
And I think that's going to stabilize prices. So I don't personally feel like we're going to see a bubble. I don't see us continuing to skyrocket either. I think we will plateau probably by the end of the year. But ultimately, flipping, not right now, maybe by the end of the year, demand's still high, but I'm not seeing it in minutes.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that either.
There are a lot of flippers though, but they're the ones that are actually adding value, completely renovating these dilapidated homes and, make something that you actually want, so.
Flip
Those are
market,
good.
yeah, in order for it to be a proper flip market, it's got to be too much inventory on the market. It's almost the exact opposite of what we're in currently, I'd say.
Agreed.
Average price right now in Las Vegas has definitely gone up. What did we say was recent?
344.
345.
Yeah.
Yeah, average price has creeped up quite a bit, but please don't let that alarm you. I think that's my biggest message every day is, listen, it's a little bit crazy right now, yeah, but we do all foresee that we're going to see a lift and a little bit of a relief, or a little bit of a pressure valve kind of thing. So, all right, let's go on to the next one here, guys. Hello from New York City. Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
Hey,
New York.
Oh yeah, New York over here, right? New York. Okay, I want to come. Yeah, that's right. I want to come and buy without renting first. Everything is 15 to 20 minute commutes, easy anywhere. Am I crazy? You are not crazy. Let's say this again. So, how far is Summerlin from Las Vegas?
Should I say 15 to 20 minutes?
How far is how far is, let's see, downtown from Henderson?
15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes. How far is Henderson, how far is the airport from Summerlin?
About
15
20 minutes.
How far is the strip from my current house? 8 minutes. But really, it's like 15, 20 minutes if I really want to go that route. So the message is most everything is 15, 20 minutes. Yes. And if you're looking to come out here and buy without renting first, we would love to talk to you because so many people are scared to buy right now and they're afraid that they're not going to have a place to live. So if we can start planning with you soon, would you guys agree? We'd love talking to you before. Let us help you with that. Buying without renting first is ideal because the rental market is...
It's crazy.
It's
I would
expensive
say-
and it's so hard to fit in.
Yeah.
No,
No, I would say to plan on about a 90-day time frame.
Yes.
If you're looking to do anything in our market at the moment, giving us about 90 days to work with you is wise and I think accurate to what the market's doing and what the inventory is doing. So if you're thinking about renting or coming out here and buying without renting, give us a 30-day heads up so that we can start looking for you. Then there's 30 days for us to be taking you out and finding you that perfect home, and then 30 days to close.
Yeah.
If you think about it along that time frame, it's really doable, and I think honestly almost easier than renting at the moment.
It's very much easier, because renting is, if you're lucky enough to get an audience with a listing agent or even get an application submitted, you're up against hundreds of other people.
Yeah,
It's
there's
really
such a shortage for rentals.
Yeah.
And they've driven the prices up quite a bit.
Yes, yes, they have. Lots of people are asking, how many condos, 30 minutes, that's where I want to be. Okay, I don't know, it's like, that was like kind of broken down. How many condos? A lot? I don't know, a lot. But really, I'd love to actually touch on how many homes are actually for sale right now. I don't know, did you guys look it up today? Have you seen?
I failed.
There's literally 3,702 homes in all of Las Vegas available as of today, coming soon or not under contract as of 11 a.m. this morning. And that is a ridiculously scary low number. And by scary, I don't mean like I'm scared, right? Are you guys scared? But what happens to your bodies, to your minds, to your heart when I say there's 3,700 homes available right now?
It means we have a lot of people trying to move here that aren't going to be able to find a place to buy.
Right. And I mean, does it stress you guys out, or do you feel okay? Because I mean, this is a crazy market, but I know we've got a handle on it. But how do you guys feel? What do you think?
I'm not worried because I feel like we're gonna see a fluctuation. You know.
I'm excited. I like this market.
Me too.
It's fast paced, but it's not overvalued. It's also not undervalued. So for me at the moment with our clients, I'm feeling like they're coming into a really robust opportunity.
Yes.
Because we are growing and we are seeing unprecedented numbers of people coming here to, I guess, like, move here, relocate somewhere I'm looking for. I believe that we're poised for a renaissance in our real estate, and so I really am grateful that anybody who's buying this year is going to be happy with us because they'll be making some money.
Yeah, they're already making money. Yeah, already. Yeah. What are your clients saying that are currently in contract or that are smart enough to be already shopping right now with us? What are they saying? Are they frustrated? Are they happy? Are they excited? I know that we're prepping people, right? You obviously want to make sure you know what to expect. So what are they saying?
I mean, the ones that are in contract that I have are elated. They're ecstatic. But I have had a couple on the lower price range that are frustrated. You know, if 250 is your cap and you don't have any extra cash to maybe go above the list price, like it's going to be a little bit harder. Yeah. So that's kind of the difference I've seen.
It depends on my clients.
Yeah.
You know, I have some clients that are cash and it was just a little bit easier for them to get a contract. I have other clients that are just like, you know what? It didn't work out for this one, but I know it's gonna work out for the next.
Yeah.
So
love to hear that.
Yeah, they're not losing hope, which I love, you know, because we are gonna find them the right one.
Yeah, and that's honestly why I asked the question, what are they saying? Because, you know, you can prep people all day, you can help people understand what to expect, but inevitably it's still a shock. And I know that you guys have done an excellent job of, you know, helping people understand the shock, prep for the shock, and then get through it and get over it. So it's exciting to hear that people aren't being deterred. So we don't want you to be deterred either. So, okay, let's scoot down here. Mandy says, not enough homes. I'm watching the market like a hawk. We want to purchase our first home this year, and I'm so worried. Oh, Mandy, please don't worry. And if you want, we got you. We are happy to help you. If you haven't already, you may have already reached out. I don't know. But if you haven't, this is a very small subset of our team. We've got a large, beautiful group of people who are all kind of made up of the same cloth that I'm made up from, which is people who love Vegas and want to make sure you don't worry about a thing. Our job is to worry. Your job is to have a good time. So,
Mandy, we've been in the industry long enough that we also employ some strategic thoughts and ideas on how to get our clients into properties.
Yeah.
So again, you want to look for an agent that has a ton of experience and a depth knowledge of the city, because I think that there are ways to overcome those shortages. You just need to be able to creatively think and sometimes go outside the box for solutions.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something that is a Cerrone Group
Yeah.
mentality.
Yes.
I also feel too, we have a really big shortage right this second, but I think come spring, come summer, I think we're going to have a lot more options. I don't think prices will go down much, but I think we'll have a lot more options for you to be able to choose from.
And a lot of it a bit of an easier time.
Yes.
Well, it just makes sense because you got a market right now. I mean, as a homeowner here,
we're all
homeowners here, we're all seeing opportunities for us to get our homes on the market, maybe cash out our equity, upgrade our own selves,
Right.
or downsize.
Yeah.
And so what I think is going to happen is that as we came out of the quarantine, out of Christmas, still a little kind of hesitant, and now that we're seeing these numbers, I think you're going to see a lot of people start wanting to list a home, not as afraid to make that choice, and that's going to help our inventory.
One of the things that I'm so proud of with our team and with the Cerrone Group and what we've been able to do is we really mean it when we say we want to talk to you now. Because if we can talk to you now or this month, February, prior to the spring boom of like all this new, we hope, new inventory that's going to hit the market, you will be ready to go when we hit the ground. And when you find that house, you won't have to worry about losing it because you had to wait a day for the lender to get you the information you needed, right? So it's really important that you talk to us now. And I know how many other real estate agents in the Las Vegas Valley that you know would tell somebody, I don't care if you ever buy a house, call me. I don't care when you buy a house, call me.
I actually talked somebody out of selling their house this last week.
So we'll do that for you too.
Well, I mean, ultimately, I'm looking out for our clients' best interest.
Clients first.
You know, and they bought a year ago and have a little bit of equity, but it'll get all eaten up because of the transfer and the move. So we looked at other opportunities, and she's going to instead rent for a year, see where the market goes, and then, you know, if they want to list, they'll list with us. But at the end of the day, it's all about us either saving you money, making you money, getting you the best house, putting you at the front of the line. That's our job. And if we're not doing our job, then you'll know it, because you'll have a lot of unhappy people.
Yeah, if we don't do well by you, then we don't have a job tomorrow, right? So our job is you. You're our job. So let's scooch down here. Oh, okay, here we go. Claudia says, my cousin lives in Vegas and wants me to use her realtor, but I said, heck no, I'm going to use the Cerrone Group. And we love you, Claudia. Thank you. Just let us know who you'd like to work with here out of this lovely, lovely group. Jacob says, you guys, are property taxes, what is it? Property taxes built into the monthly mortgage, or is it a separate? I don't know about Nevada laws. Are property taxes built into your mortgage? Who wants to take it? Rachel, and then you.
Me?
All right, you go.
Well, I was just gonna say, if you do traditional lending, then yes. But if you don't, I've had a private source of funding before, and I paid my taxes quarterly.
So it really depends on how you structure your loan. That's the answer. I'm just trying to give somebody else a chance to talk because I don't know how to shut up. So let's see here. Very happy customer, says Jeff Murray. Lacey and the Cerrone Group rock, and we are loving our new home. And thank you so much, Jeff. We love you guys. We had a really good time with you and your small family, because it is a cute little small family that he has, and I'm just so happy. Cute house in Summerlin. Yes, sir. Mandy says, thank you. I've been in touch with the Cerrone Group, Amber, for a few months now, and she appreciates our expertise. Okay, you guys send me questions. I love all the love, but send us questions.
Her head doesn't need to get anything.
I do not need it to get anything. This ego does not need to grow, my friend. Lacey needs to put a pin in it and pop it. I don't care. I would like to let people get to know you guys a little bit better. So what are your favorite kinds of homes to sell? P.S. We sell all homes. We sell condos, high rises, everything. But what are your favorite kinds of homes to sell or work with buyers on? And don't say new homes, because I'll kick your butt, because that's easy. Okay. I already know Steve's answer. I'm gonna ask one of his answers.
You don't even know.
Vintage Vegas, baby.
I really like those.
I think for me, I love a prepped buyer.
Yes.
So I don't mind any home. I'm going to be excited no matter what you buy. But what I really like is someone who's prepared and ready to go. So like Lacey said, if you are doing your homework, you're getting financially ready, and you're letting us work for you and giving us the time to do it, then that's the best deal for me, because then I feel like I really get to do my job. There hasn't been a single client I've dealt with yet. I say it all the time, who says, I wish we rushed. And when you come into this market and you see that it's competitive, there's a tendency to want to rush or get caught up in all that emotion. And if we can plan and prep, those are my favorite types of homes to buy and sell.
All right.
And Rachel likes non-prepped buyers. That have a lot of stuff to do.
Rachel likes it to be
That was a dumb answer. I'm sorry.
It's a great answer. No, it's a perfect answer. And I appreciate you saying that, because our client, it's not just preparation, like get your ducks in a row. It's preparation is relationship. It's connecting, it's getting to know each other. It's making sure we know what your other stressors you have happening, so that we can offset that for you when you're working with us, and really when we are prepped and ready, I can't talk, when we're prepped and ready, everything else goes much smoother than that round. So I know that you're a big fan of like some of the homes that have the larger lots and they're closer to like the outskirts, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the northwest side of town, so I do like my outdoorsy people. A lot of the homes that are by me, like my neighbors have horses.
Yeah, we do have horses in Vegas.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm all about that. But honestly, too, playing off of like what type of buyer sellers like, I honestly like first-time homebuyers too. I
Yeah.
mean, I like everybody, but
Hey, I didn't ask what kind of buyers you like. I said what kind of houses you want.
Yeah.
She likes first-time home buyers that buy horse property.
Yes.
yeah, there we
Only
go.
buy them
You want to get more
anytime
specific.
And they have to be brunettes.
Blue eyes.
Yeah.
They like to like long walks on the beach.
Yep.
And then you, I know, we both love the vintage.
Yeah.
We all love
Vintage
vintage,
is
vintage
It
Vegas.
does come with its own set of problems.
Yes.
But I love the character of them.
Can we
That's a
talk
big
about that a
downtown
little
right
bit?
now.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because I know that Teresa and you are, I think, out of everyone on the team, are the most educated when it comes to the vintage Vegas vibe of Vegas. I like to throw my name in there, but I'm not as educated. I just am in love with it. I'd love to get your guys' take on what are those other problems that might come along when it comes to buying a vintage home. You know, it's a big dream of a lot of you, people who are watching this channel. I want to live in one of those vintage Vegas homes. I want to be close to the Strip, and we're happy to provide that. But let's talk about that. What do we have as far as vintage Vegas homes? What's the kind of inventory looking like, and what are your thoughts on buying them?
Yeah, I mean, we have the thing with the vintage homes is there's limited supply.
Yeah.
They only made so many of them. So with that, the demand is getting a lot hotter over the last 5 years. They've gone up quite a bit, depending on the neighborhood you're looking in. So if you can get me one of the up and coming neighborhoods that maybe haven't appreciated as much as Scott James or McMill Estates, you can definitely still get in and have some room for a lot of appreciation. But for me, the biggest hurdle I find is the actual condition of the home. It might look gorgeous, it might look Pinterest ready, but maybe you need to spend a little bit extra money to get the right inspector over there, which we've got some great guys.
Yeah.
And then make sure you get your sewer scoped. That's where they actually put a microscope down there to make sure. Yeah, it's like going to the doctor for a colonoscopy. We want to make sure you're all set and proper down there. Sorry, that's a little too much. But anyways, that's the biggest thing though. I've had deals lost after they got the scope.
They got the scope done, so get the scope.
But I'm sorry, a couple $100 for the inspection can save you thousands down the road.
Yes.
So,
How about you?
I think the biggest challenge with the vintage homes, especially people who are coming from out of state, is the misunderstanding of our, I think, climate and our weather.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of focus on things that maybe aren't issues here, and then they take the eyes off of things that they should be focused on. Our sun beating down on these homes causes way more damage than water.
And wear and tear.
Exactly, and we don't have weather, so our roofs are probably pretty good, but you want to look maybe at the electrical, because that stuff hasn't been updated. So it's really about knowing the property and making sure that, like Steve said, you get a really good inspector, but be open-minded to where you're buying, and remember, you're not buying where you're from, you're buying here. And what's here in Vegas is very unique.
Good point. You're not buying where you're from, where you're here. And I think that's something that, you know, we joke about it as realtors because we hear it from a lot of people when they come, but back home it's done like this, and back home it's done like that. And we love back home. We love that you're from back home. We love that you're moving here. But it's not Las Vegas. We know Las Vegas, and we know that we know the troubles that you'll run into. A lot of people are so concerned that we don't automatically do a termite report here, that you have to actually ask for it. Why? Because it's really dry, and we don't typically have problems with termites. Can there be problems? Of course. And some of these vintage homes would be the moments where we would want to do that extra step for the inspection. So we do a lot of good stuff with, $1 million homes. We do stuff with high-rises. High-rises are kind of fun to sell because it's the sexy Vegas stuff. Those are fun. We do regular old tract homes that are awesome and beautiful. We do it all. We sell everything here in Vegas. Some of the questions that I'm seeing coming through are asking about that. New construction. What's new construction like? And then also, is it a good idea to buy a condo as a first-time investment? So I would like to throw that to the group because that's actually a really good question. Let's ask the second question. Is it a good idea to buy a condo as a first investment?
I think the biggest question you should ask is HOA fees.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What does the HOA charge you every month? Because in a neighborhood in California or New York or somewhere else, neighborhoods with homes don't always come with an HOA. And if they do, they're usually between $0 and $150 typically. If you're going to be in a gated community that's really nice. What about the condos, guys? What have you seen for condos?
I think it depends on location as well.
Well, and amenities too.
Yeah, the amenities, like, I think it depends on like what you're looking for
Right.
in terms of the amenities for, you know, do you want somebody with a front desk? Do you want it to be gated? Do you want to be closer to the strip? Do you want to be away from the
Do
strip?
you want a gym? Do you want,
Yeah. Well, and also too, I've come across this a couple times, which is, can you even rent that out? I don't know if that's what
Yeah, there
you're
are
trying to
rental
do.
restrictions.
Yeah, there are going to be rental restrictions, so you really got to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Of course, that's why you have us. You know,
Yeah.
we'll check those documents for you and your HOA. But I think those are some big key points.
And they charge money for that.
Yeah.
What's average for condos? I think I know, but what have you guys seen?
170, 180, right around there.
Yeah, and then up and up, you know, it can be 200 and up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending. So it's all about amenities. So yeah, it's a great investment if your investment is to live there. But if you're thinking about renting it out, it's going to take some additional checking and making sure that you can do that and all of that. We're actually going to be posting a video on my channel tomorrow, so stay tuned, about Airbnb. We're doing a big overview video about Airbnb and what you can and can't do in Vegas. And it's just kind of letting you know that we have some updated rules that we want to share with you. So stay tuned for that. We also have a series of videos coming out talking about Airbnb and breaking down each section of the city. And that'll be coming out in the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned and subscribe. I love it. Okay, let's go back to the questions here. Mary's question about new builds. Oh, sorry, and new build.
Yeah.
What's it looking like for new builds? Thank you for catching that.
I want to make sure that we hopefully get to answer everybody's questions. As far as new builds go, the challenge that I think you see there is if your backyard's not done for you. I think that's probably the biggest one. Generally speaking too, depending on your price point, the lot sizes are smaller. Unfortunately, our builders have figured out that they need density more than they need space. So if you're looking for a big lot, you're going to be looking at a much bigger price point.
Yes.
So something to consider, then again, that's all that stuff that we ask you in the beginning is what you're looking for, and then we can steer you towards guide towards what we know is out there, what's available.
We do focus on new homes. We are new home experts. It's a big, big, big part of our business. So please, if you want new homes, we can actually get access to every single new home community in this city, and we can tell you what's going to be within your price point, not send you on a goose chase around the city online.
And I will say too, like so I'm in the northwest side of town, and I will say out by Lake Tools Springs and all, pretty much anywhere in the northwest side of town, you will get a little bit larger lot, so keep that in mind. Yeah, a little bit of a larger lot.
Cool.
But there can be a downside to buying new too, especially in like the outskirts. You can also oftentimes get what they call a SID or a LID, which is a special improvement district, which could be an additional fee that you would be responsible for on top of your HOA. So if you're like, for example, there's some beautiful homes in Valley Vista, which is in North Las Vegas. They've got 2 HOAs. Normal association fee and a master plan fee. And on top of that, they also have about $200 every quarter. It's for the SID fee.
Yeah.
So that's paid out. So that can be a downside if you're kind of strapped, but it's new. So that's kind of.
And new homes are, they're stretching out those timelines. It used to be that you could get a new home in 4 to 6 months. And now we're seeing them be more 6, 10, some of them even 12 to 14 months for the larger, more customized homes. So lots and lots of opportunity out in Vegas here, whether it be new home or resale, we have it all. We're just really scrambling to try to make sure we keep our eyes on the market for you so we can help you, know what the heck's going on. Let's see here. We've got, he said he's going to contact us. Awesome. Yes. Let us know. Click the link. I'm going to paste that link right now in this so you all can you can do that. And then we're going to wrap things up because we do have to let Golden Fog Coffee close their doors for the day. They're cleaning up. We took over the corner of the coffee shop. If you're in downtown Vegas anytime soon, please come by and check these guys out. They're new. It's amazing. What do you guys think?
I love it.
It's fun. And with the governor possibly lifting some restrictions, we get to do more and more of this. So we're stoked. Thank you for always watching our videos. We really appreciate what you're doing. Your biggest gift you could give me is to go right now to the description of this video or any other video on my channel, or just frankly look up Cerrone Group on YouTube and follow and subscribe. Please, please, please. We really could use that. This is my gorgeous team, Teresa, Rachel, and Steve, and these guys are going to be here to serve you just like I am. We've got a few more team members we'll continue to introduce to you over time, but at the end of the day, we love you, we love Vegas, and we can't wait to see you here and meet you in person and make you part of our local family. Thanks again, guys. Bye.